Yamuna tira vanachari Yamuna tira vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna tira vanachari Yamuna tira vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jai Radha Gopinatha Radha Gopinatha Radhe Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Shri Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Om Visvapad Pramasa Paribrajikacharya Asto Tarasat Simad His Divine Grace Shila Bhai Charanar Binda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Binda Ki Jai Jai Surup Si Sanatan Bhataragunat Si Jiva Gopala Bhatadas Ragunat Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopina Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Sri Braja Bhumi Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mathura Dham ki jai. Gangamai ki jai, Munamai ki jai, Tulsi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Samaveda Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hare Krishna. But today is what, the second? Just 1 second. I'm putting this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Tamane Padasya Chaitanya Goswami Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschachadeshatarine. Today is a very auspicious day, being the appearance day of Srila Shiva's Pandit, or Shiva, like in the Panchatattva, we have this Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhaktabinda. So Shivas Pandit or Srinivas Acharya, that's the same personality. So we're going to read and discuss about this personality who is one of the Panchatattva. There is a verse here from the Gaura Ganudesh Dipika. This explains about these different personalities in the Gaura Lila. Who are they in the Krishna Lila? Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. See, in the spiritual world, which the topmost is Goloka Vrindavan, the Supreme Lord, He performs His eternal pastimes, Nitya Lila, and the Supreme Lord is present there amongst His eternal associates. And it is also divided. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is there. It's like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who's none other than the Supreme Lord himself. He came 500 years ago. In the spiritual world, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his eternal associates, also perform his Leela simultaneously with Lord Krishna. But it is like kind of divided. Switadweep. The Switadweep also is another name for Goloka Vrindavan. Just like in the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find there is the picture. Can you please get a Srimad Bhagavatam right there? It's the first canto with the blue cover. Right there, right there. No. It's easier here, this way. Right there. Look at. Yes. This is the first 3 volumes of Srila Prabhupada's magnum opus. When he first came to America, he wanted to be equipped. He wanted to be equipped in such a way that the people will take him seriously. No, he didn't come here just out of sentiment. He has a mission, and his Guru Maharaj asked him, whenever you have money, print books. And this is the first, in the first part, canto, as you will see here, there's a picture here, right? There's Radha Krishna and the gopis, and then on the other side, you have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, the Panchatattva, and the rest of the other devotees. So this is how the spiritual world is. Like simultaneously, the Supreme Lord in his Krishna Leela, he is interacting with his eternal associates. And then at the same time, the Supreme Lord in his feature as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will also perform eternal pastimes with his associates. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here 5,000 years ago, all of his associates also came along with him. And sometimes one personality will have 2 features, just like Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is combination of Lord Brahma and Prahlad Maharaj. Arjun also came, or Ramananda Roy. He says incarnation also of one of the gopis. So all of them are like this. They're like the features that they exhibit is like different personalities also from Krishna Lila. So this Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. The Bhaktarupa, or form of the devotee, is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came as a devotee to show us ideal example of how to become a devotee. Not so easy to become a devotee. People think, oh, I just put on kantimala, I put on tilak, and I have my hands in my bead bag, I'm a devotee. No, there's far more than that. Actually, being a devotee means having understanding the relationship between the Supreme Lord and himself, and also others. Without good relationship with others, then one cannot be a devotee. So the Chaitanya Charitamrita, or the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, it says that as Lord Chaitanya, it is more difficult to understand. It is more complex than pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Of course, Radha Krishna or Krishna Lila is very difficult to understand also. Lifting Govardhan Hill, at the age of 7. The whole hill, how can you lift it up with your fingers? That is very difficult to understand. Or killing the demons every day, even it's just like a young boy. It's very difficult to understand also as well. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes is more intricate, is more complex. Even the great scholars of present day academicians, they cannot figure out who is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Bhakta Rupa, form of a devotee. And he appeared as Krishna, or the son of Nanda Maharaj. Brajendra Nandana, Ye Sachi Sutta, Hoilo Say Balaram, Hoilo Nitai. Along with his elder brother, Lord Balaram, he came. Even though Lord Krishna is the first, he's the origin, but then Balaram is the elder brother. How is that again? It's very difficult to understand. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, the same Brajendra Nandana, and also Balaram as Lord Nityananda. So, but Lord Chaitanya is Mahaprabhu. Actually, in the Panchatattva, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and Advaita, they are Vishnu Tattva. They are not like us. Fragmental parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Yes, Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram, he came sometimes as an elder brother or sometimes as younger. It's like in the case of Lakshman. Lakshman, yes. So, and also, yes, Bhakta Swarup is Lord Nityananda, and Bhakta Avatar, or devotional manifestation, is Lord Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya is none different than Mahavishnu or Sadashiva. Sadashiva, the original Lord Shiva in the spiritual world. He has his abode also, Lord Shiva. And this is very also difficult to understand because Lord Shiva, even though he is also, he has his own tattva, Lord Shiva. Well, Lord Shiva is also, is compared to the yogurt. And Lord Krishna is the dud, milk, garam dud. Both are milk products, but you cannot put back the yogurt to become milk again. But from milk you can have dahi, you can have curd, you can have makan, you can have many things from milk. But you cannot put back to the milk products, back to milk itself. So Lord, he is also Lord Advaita Acharya. It's none different from Sadasiva. You must have seen that when you go to Harihar Kshetra, half Lord Vishnu and half Lord Shiva. Feature is like other is black and the other one is white. When you go on Parikrama in Navadvip. So, and then there is Bhaktya, a pure devotee. Shivas, Srinivas, is none other than also Narad Muni. Narad Muni. He's the epitome of also of a bhakta, of a pure devotee. And then there is a Bhakti Shakti, devotional energy, which is none other than Gadadhar Pandit in the Panchatattva. And Gadadhar Pandit is none other than Srimati Radharani. So Gadadhar is also in a different tattva again. Radharani is not Vishnu, she's not Jiva, she's not in... it's very difficult. Prabhupada says there are 5 personalities who you will never be able to understand fully. Lord Krishna, who can understand Lord Krishna? He's always expanding. Lord Shiva, you cannot understand also Lord Shiva. As we discussed a little bit earlier, he's also Lord Krishna, but not at the same time, he's not Lord Krishna. He has his own tattva, he has his own truth. Guru, who can understand the spiritual master? He's not like an ordinary personality. He is completely transcendental. He may walk amongst us, he may act like us, but he is not under the modes of material nature. Completely transcendental, spiritual master. So Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva, Srimati Radharani. How can you understand Srimati Radharani? Without Radharani, there is no Krishna. Krishna will not be able to maintain himself. Even though Krishna is all attractive, Krishna means all attractive. Krishna is the source of everything. But he is attracted to Radharani. How is that? He is all attractive. Madan Mohan, he who attracts Cupid. Cupid is the person who makes the boy and girl like each other. He has bows. You know, you've seen this in Valentine's Day, right? You've seen in Valentine's Cupid. Small boy with like some wings at the back, and he's flying here and there, and he's trying to figure out, hey, he is the right person. And then when the boy sees the girl, I want to have her. I like her. And then he will also he will shoot the arrow to the girl, and when the girl sees the boy, I want him. I like him. So this is a Cupid. Kandarpa, Cupid. So he is the one who makes others attract to each other. But then the Cupid attracts Krishna. Or Krishna attracts the Cupid. Yeah? Madan Mohan. But then Radharani is Madan Mohan Mohini, which means he who attracts the attractor of Cupid. Right? So her position is far greater because of her love. She's the only one who can please Krishna the most. She is the topmost devotee. No one can please Krishna better. And with her sidelong glance, Krishna becomes subjugated. Subjugated. So, yes. And the spiritual master, as we mentioned earlier. How many is that now? Guru, Lord Shiva, Radha. We're missing one here. No. It's not. No. Well, in any case, the devotee, Shivash Pandit, is none other than the great devotee Narad Muni. Narad Muni. So it's very special because Narad Muni, he's the transcendental spaceman. He goes everywhere without visa or passport. He can go back and forth to the Vaikuntha, back and forth. And it's very special because whenever there is a very special event that needs to happen, he expedite things. It's like he says that he's the one at the time of the marriage of Devaki and the husband. What's the husband's name? Devaki and Vasudev. When Kangsha was driving the chariot, then there was a voice. Can I have some water, please? There's a voice. Good water. You don't have water here? Thank you. There was a voice saying, "You fool, you're driving the chariot of your sister, and who is Devaki and Vasudev. Yeah, you don't know that their 8th child will be the cause of your death." So that was Narad Muni. That voice was Narad Muni. So whenever there is like some Leela that needs to be expedited, Narad Muni will come in. Somehow or other, he knows he will come. Out of nowhere, he will be there. He knows, he's a Trikalagya. He knows past, present, and future. And Narad Muni, he has the most disciples of all the spiritual masters. He will initiate thousands, tens and thousands, all at the same time. The Haryasvas, the Bahulasvas, they just like surrender to him. He has disciples like kings. He has disciples like paupers. He has a disciple like snake. You've heard that story? They have a disciple of a snake. That when the snake became a disciple, he says, "What will I do?" Because when you become when you get initiated, then you become humble, right? Supposed to be. Supposed to be humble. And he was afraid, now I'm initiated. Now what if the people throw rocks at me? Because, snakes naturally, when you see a snake, you want to kill the snake. So Narad Muni says, "Don't worry, just show that you're going to bite them, but don't bite them." So it's a very special personality, Narad Muni. And 500 years ago, he also came, manifest himself along to associate, to have that pastimes of the Supreme Lord. See, whenever the Supreme Lord comes, then his associates also would come along with him. The Prabhupada says, just like a king, the king never travels alone. The king, you will never see alone king. The king will be traveling with his queen, with his ministers, with his entourage, soldiers, all of them. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, along with his brother, Lord Nityananda came also, Lord Shiva came, Advaita, Gadadhar, none other than Srimati Radharani, but in a different mood, in a right-wing mood, more in the mood of Satyabhama in Dwarka. In the gopis, they have left wing and right wing. The right wing, they are submissive. The left wing, they're not submissive. They always fight with Krishna, like Lalita and Visakha. But that fighting is not the same as mundane fighting. That fighting is to have Krishna more attached to them. So, we're going to read from different sections here of the pastimes of Shiva's Pandit. Shiva's Pandit has 3 brothers, Sriman Ram Pandit, also. It says here. Oh, Shiva's younger brother is Sri Ram Pandit. There's Srinidhi and Shikanta, something like that. They all starts with Sri. And it's none other than also that Sri Ram Pandit is none other than Parvata Muni, who is a close friend of Narad Muni. Yes, Srivas, Sri Ram, Sripati, and Srinidhi. The 4 brothers previously lived in the district of Srihata, and later on they came to reside on the banks of the Ganges. There they regularly used to attend the assembly of devotees who gathered at Sri Advaita Acharya's house to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam and engage in congregational chanting of the holy names. It says they will take bath at least 3 times every day in Ganges, in the Ganga. You've seen that in India also. Even in the middle of day, they will take bath because Ganga is very purifying, having touched the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan. So anyone who takes bath in Ganga, then every time that you take bath, it's not just you are getting cleansed externally, but you're also getting cleansed internally. You don't need to use shampoo or Irish Spring soap. You don't need to use that to get cleansed. But I've seen them in some other places also they do that. But devotees, no. Do you bring your soap when you go to Mayapur in the Ganga and you take bath? No, you don't, because it's a different kind of cleansing. It's a different kind of washing. You're washing your dirty heart. Dirty heart. The heart is dirty, he says. It's full of anarthas. So this is those who wants to get purified. They take bath many times in the Ganges. But it says that Yamuna is 1,000 times more purifying than the Ganges, the river, the Ganga. Because Lord Krishna performed his pastimes in Yamuna, then it has more potency to cleanse one's heart. But unfortunately, right now, there is not much Yamuna water also, because everything is getting polluted from Delhi. It's just so much, they all their waste and polluted garbage they put into the Yamuna. And then by the time it reached Vrindavan, then it's very, very contaminated. But nevertheless, we still take bath, even though you may not have the same. Actually, it's the consciousness of the person who takes bath that makes you clean in that way. So, actually, these four brothers, they can see, along with Advaita Acharya, at that time, the condition of the people are so degraded. That time, 500 years ago, they can see that religious principles are getting down, going down. Many are becoming what you call Mayavadis, those who believe that Maya is the cause of everything, that ignorance ultimately is the cause of everything, that if there is God, He doesn't have a feature, and we should worship that formless God. To be an atheist means to believe that there is no God. There is God, but they just don't believe that there is God. But to believe that there is a supreme, like the Mayavadis, and that supreme doesn't have a form, is more blasphemous. It's a bigger offender. So they can see, and that's why Advaita Acharya and also Shiva's Pandit, they were praying. They were praying to the Supreme Lord to please help, please come. And the wife of Shiva's Pandit, Malini, she is a good friend of Sachimata, the wife of Jagannath Mishra. So they can understand that soon the Supreme Lord will appear. Soon He will appear, and He'll be able to save the conditioned souls. With His appearance, there was a simultaneous dawning of all auspiciousness within the world as it became filled with Harinam. Supposed to be inauspicious, this eclipse, lunar eclipse, at the time of birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But it became auspicious because when there is an eclipse, usually you're not supposed to go outside. People, when there's an eclipse, they use, this, Yeah, or something to see the sun or to see the moon. But actually you're not supposed. In Vrindavan, we close the temple if the eclipse also passed by in Vrindavan or something is affected. We close the temple hours before, and we don't cook. No spiritual activities, except you can be inside and chant. No, if there's an artik, we do it behind closed doors. And no eating at that time. The best thing to do is chant the holy name of the Lord. It cannot be contaminated. So most people, they go after also the eclipse, they go to Ganga or to Yamuna to take bath. Or immerse yourself during that time. So when the Lord appeared, and Shiva's Pandit, he knew, he understood that the Supreme Lord has now appeared because of this so much chanting going on, tumultuous chanting everywhere. So, it says here, the Nimai, of course, none other than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will go every day because in the residence, or at the residence of Shiva's Pandit, different devotees will come every day and they will discuss the Srimad Bhagavatam and they will also do Kirtan. Even his brother, Vishvarup, the elder brother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will go there, Advaita Acharya, everybody will go there. And then young Nimai will be asked by his parents, Mother Sachi specifically, to go and call back your brother. Call back your brother. Because now it's time to eat and it's getting late. So he will go. And then they will see young Nimai. Very beautiful boy. Very attractive. And at that time, young Nimai is not exhibiting yet his potency as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. But they were also attracted to Nimai, that even Advaita Acharya says that, oh, one day we pray that you will become a very great Vaishnava. Not knowing that he's a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Nimai Pandit seems to have grown arrogant by his scholarship. He's very expert also. He has a school. He has his own students. Tol, it's called students, yes. So one day Shiva's Pandit decided to give him a good counsel. So they're talking now with each other. Why do people study? So that they might understand what is devotion to Sri Krishna. He told Nimai, Shiva's Pandit was he's telling to Nimai, if by scholarship one doesn't gain devotion to Sri Krishna, then how will that learning help him? It becomes simply a tedious endeavor which in the end is nothing but a waste of time. If you have actually learned something, then begin your worship of Sri Krishna now. Make haste. This is the purpose of your life. Nimai laughed as he replied, by your mercy, certainly that will come to be. If you are all kind enough for me, then definitely I'll attain devotion to Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Shortly thereafter, Mahaprabhu journeyed to Gaya, where he performed the pastimes of accepting initiation from Sri Ishvara Puri. Thus, gradually, he began to take up his real work of distributing loving devotion to Sri Krishna. One day, in an ecstatic mood, Lord Gauranga entered Shiva's house asking, Srivas, whom do you worship? Whom do you meditate upon? Now with your own two eyes, see that person standing before you. Saying this, Mahaprabhu entered the deity room within Shiva's home temple and sat down on the Singhasana of Lord Vishnu, revealing his own four-armed form, holding the conch, disc, club, and lotus flower. Seeing this form, Shiva was totally stupefied. Shri Gaurasundar then said, due to being called by your Sankirtan and the loud roaring of Sri Advaita Acharya, I have left Vaikuntha and have descended upon this mortal world. Accompanied by my eternal associates, will destroy the miscreants and deliver the pious. Now, without fear, you can chant my glories. Yes. That weapon of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not like the weapon of Lord Ram, arrows and bow. The weapons of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sankirtan, kartals, mridanga, the holy name. In this way, they will be able to kill the demoniac mentality of the conditioned souls, so that someday they will be able to surrender unto the Supreme Lord. Hearing these words of his Lord, which dispelled all fear, Shivas fell on the ground, offering his obeisances. Then he began to recite hymns in praise of the Lord. In the very beginning, when they started to do Sankirtan, chanting of the holy names of the Lord, it is kind of like private. It's like only amongst themselves. It's not like immediately they went out and start asking everybody to chant. So every night they will do it. Every night is nocturnal kirtan. Every night. But some of the neighbors are envious of Shivas, so they would make plans how to defame him. So they will put some Durga Puja paraphernalia outside of the door while they were doing kirtan. You'll put like non-vegetable offering there. Everything, like whatever Durga, how you worship Durga, they will put everything there. And then the next day, they will tell the others, look what they're doing. They're doing this puja at night. They pretend to be like very saintly personalities, but look. And then Shivas will say, yes, that's true. We're doing this kind of puja. But others who are genuine, they say, oh, no, he cannot do this. He is a saintly personality. They cannot do this kind of worship. So it's being humble, very humble, saying that, yes, I did it. So it's here. My obeisances at the lotus feet of the support of the entire universe, Vishvambar, whose bodily color is like that of a newly arrived rain cloud and wore garments which are the color of a thunderbolt. My obeisances at the lotus feet of the son of Sachi, who is bedecked with ornament of peacock feathers and a garland of red beads, Gunjamala. My obeisances at the lotus feet of the pupil of Gangadas, the beauty of whose lotus feet conquers that of 10 million moons. My obeisances at your lotus feet, you who carry a buffalo horn, stick, and flute. The four Vedas have proclaimed you to be the son of Nanda. Unto you, my dear Lord, my obeisances I offer again and again. That's from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Today, my birth, my activities, my everything has become successful. Today, my very existence has been crowned with the greatest auspiciousness. Today, the race of my forefathers has finally borne fruit, and my house, which was also their house, has become blessed. Today, the great fortune of my eyes is completely beyond calculation, because I have been able to see that person whose lotus feet are served by the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. Having described the glories of Sri Gaurasundar in various ways, Sri Gaurasundar showed even more compassion to Srivas, by revealing himself to all of his family members. Seeing the niece of Shiva's Pandit present before him, Prabhu called to her, "Narayani, call upon Sri Krishna with tears in your eyes." And immediately this little girl, only 4 years of age, as if in a delirious frenzy, began to cry out, "Hari Krishna!" while shedding tears incessantly. In fact, the flood of tears coursed down to her body in such an extent that the ground around her feet became soaked. Seeing little Narayani totally agitated in ecstatic love, Shiva's wife and even the household servants also began to shed tears of love. The courtyard of Shiva's took on a very beautiful appearance, being decorated with ecstatic love for Krishna. One time they were also doing Kirtan, and somehow in the other room, the youngest son of Shiva's Pandit died. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was doing in the Kirtan with the devotees, chanting the holy names of the Supreme Lord. Stop the Kirtan. He says, "I'm not feeling the same ecstasy. It is not the same." So he asked Shivas, "Shivas, is there anything that happened?" And Shiva says, "No, my dear Lord, everything is fine." "Are you sure?" "But because today, I'm not feeling the same ecstasy. Not like before, what we used to have. There must be something." So eventually, Shiva's Pandit, he revealed to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that one of his sons, or his son, left his body. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Shiva's, "Why you did not tell me?" "Because we don't want to disturb you. We don't want to disturb your chanting of the holy name." And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "You should have told me. Where is your son? Let's go. Let's find him. Look for him." So they went to the other room where the family members, they were all crying. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu held the body of the son of Shiva's Pandit, the boy came back to life. The boy came back to life. Then after that, they did Kirtan again, and the Kirtan became so much ecstatic, more than ever. So it's very, very special pastimes. Also at the house of Shiva's Pandit, this is where the Supreme Lord, he revealed his form accordingly to the relationship of the devotees with him. He performed this Mahaprakash Leela. So many hours, continuous, non-stop chanting. And he would call each devotee, he will ask them, he will reveal himself according to the relationship with him. And he will call one by one each devotee, and he will ask them, "I want to give you benediction. What benediction you want, you wish to have?" So at that time, Kolavecha Sridhar is not there. So they called. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "Call Kolavecha Sridhar." Kolavecha Sridhar is a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. He is devotee of Ganga also. He would sell banana leaves, anything about bananas. Banana leaves, banana fruits, trunk of the banana cups, everything. Banana plates, everything from the bananas. And half of that, whatever income he will have, he will use for worship of Ganga. And one time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing some Kirtan, and they passed by Kolavecha Sridhar's place, and he became thirsty. So he went inside the house, and because he was so thirsty, whatever is available, whatever water is available, he will use or take. So there was this one lota, the lota of for drinking water of Kolavecha Sridhar, and this lota is so beaten up, in every corners and every places. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Kolavecha Sridhar to use, and then, no, my dear Lord, this is not proper. This is not fitting for you to drink on this lota. He says, no, please give me some water from here. And when he tasted that water, he haven't tasted any water so sweet using that lota. And every day as a young boy, as an imai, he will haggle. He will be asked by Mother Sachi to buy these different banana cups, banana leaves, banana flowers for making sabji, and he would haggle. He would haggle with Kolavecha Sridhar. And the price is already very low. The price is already very cheap. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's like in India, it's natural. For you, I don't make profit, right? Fixed price. They always put them in their store, fixed price. Prabhu, for you, I don't make profit. You go to Loy Bazaar, it's like that also, right? So, Nimai will always haggle, and he will put the price much lower. He says, no, I cannot do that. I don't earn any profit. And Nimai says, well, if you don't give me the price, I'm going to take it and I will run away. So which one you like? Which one you like? Okay, whatever you say. Okay, go ahead. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Kolavecha Sridhar in the house of Shivas Pandit. And then when he reached there, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so happy to see Kolavecha Sridhar. And he asked him, you are my dear devotee. Please, I want to give you the benediction. Please, whatever you ask. And Kolavecha Sridhar says, no, my dear master, Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I don't want anything for myself. I don't want anything. It's like Prahlad Maharaj, right? When he was asked by Nisinghadev for some benediction. No, I don't want anything. No, please, I want to offer you some benediction. And then Kolavecha Sridhar says, all right, my dear Lord, if you really want me to ask, I only ask that birth after birth, that I will have that same relationship with you, you coming to me and you're trying to steal my banana cups or banana leaves. I'm just happy like that. I'm satisfied. So devotee is like that, very, very simple. They just want to increase their devotion and love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like Kolavecha Sridhar. So, okay, just one last, because this is quite a lot more, and I'm sure you're hungry now, right? Are you hungry now? No? Huh? Well, we're not like Parikshit Maharaj who can stay for 7 days here. we have to eat sometime also. But anyway, I'll continue on. There was one maid servant in Shiva's Pandit's house by the name Dukhi. So every day, she used to bring water from the Ganga for Mahaprabhu's bath. One day, Gaurasundar asked Shivas, "Who brings this water?" "Dukhi brings it," Shivas replied. "From today, her name is Sukhi." Dukhi means like lamentation or sad, right? Premananda Sukhi. Aha Prabhu Nityananda. What's that? Premananda Sukhi. Kipa bolo kono koro ami boro dukhi. Make me happy. I'm sad or I'm just suffering. So from Dukhi, says, from today her name is Sukhi. Thus the Lord indicated that those who serve the Lord and the Lord's devotees are not Dukhi, sad. Rather, they are Sukhi. But sometimes we see devotees looking sad though, isn't it? Sometimes. They should be, the process is susukam kartaham avyayam. This is joyfully performed. But sometimes we see devotees sad. Or there's another one. Sometimes devotees, we see them grave. You know what is grave means? Grave means straight face. Not happy, not sad. Just. There was one picture of Srila Prabhupada. A photo was taken with his books surrounded around him. This was in the early days of the movement. And one of the disciples asked Prabhupada, "Prabhupada, you look very unhappy here. You look very sad." Because if you look in the picture, he's not smiling. It's just it's like unhappy. And Prabhupada says, "No, this is my happiest moment. This is my happiest." So, we cannot tell sometimes devotees, so we should not judge. Be very careful judging devotees. Sometimes they just like thinking of something else inside that makes them looking not so happy, but actually they're happy and they're in deep meditation. But naturally, a devotee is always looking sukhi or happy. Some devotees are like that. So at this time, Gaurasundar began his Leela as the Yuga avatar at the house of Shiva's Pandit. Having been reunited with Sri Nityananda Prabhu, he started congregational chanting of the Lord's holy name in the courtyard of Shiva's house. Nityananda Prabhu took up his residence there. Shri Malini Devi served Nityananda as though he were her own son. I remember the parikrama, usually they will stop also in Mayapur, when they do Navadvip Mandal parikrama, they will stop at Shiva's Angam, Shiva's Pandit's house, which is very close to our Mayapur temple. Sri Nityananda was actually Sri Baladev himself. Here, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, sometimes he would go on the lap of Malini. And his pastimes as Lord Nityananda, he behaved somewhat like a madman. He was always overwhelmed by love of Krishna and was not aware of the state of his outward dress or ornaments. Lord Nityananda is also called as Avadut. Avaduta means is beyond the normal condition, that behavior that one should do. in Navadut, sometimes Lord Nityananda, he will play with the crocodiles. Who would play with the crocodiles? You don't play with the crocodiles. You run away from the crocodiles. Yeah, sometimes he would sat in the lap of Malini Mataji, and he would act like a baby. One evening, Sri Gaurasundar, accompanied by his associates, was engaged in chanting and dancing at the house of Shiva's Thakur when one of Shiva's Thakur's sons passed away, that we already mentioned. I guess we can stop here now. If you want to find out more about Shiva's Thakur or Shiva's Pandit, you can go in chapter 17, Madhya Lila of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is just like part of it. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Do you have any questions or any comments you'd like to add? Yes. No, in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world. Yeah. The Shiva that we have here, there's like 11 Rudras, right? Different forms of Lord Shiva, different moods of Lord Shiva. They're also expansion of the Sadashiva in the spiritual world. Yes. It's like Lord Shiva, he's there also at the same time, but at the same time he's present here in these different forms. None different. They're expansions. Anything else from what we discuss here? What we've heard? Hold on now. I cannot just remember so immediately right now. Maybe there's only 4. No, maybe there's only 4. Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva, Radharani, and Guru. Actually, there's only 4. There's only 4. Yes. And if there's a 5th one, I'll let you know later. Yeah. Jiva is, it's difficult to understand. We cannot even understand. We're not the body. We're spirit, soul. Yes, but that is another thing. I think those 4 tattvas. Anything else? We should pray to Shiva's Pandit today to give us Krishna consciousness, because that's Narad Muni. Narad Muni also is the representative of the spiritual master. He is also one of the original spiritual masters, so that we may attain also Guru Bhakti. Before attaining Krishna Bhakti, we have to attain Guru Bhakti first. There is no such way of attaining Krishna Bhakti without going through the spiritual master. It's like yesterday, I met one person in Potomac, and he was telling me, Maharaj, I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I don't need anything else. So it's the same thing. I have Krishna, so I don't need Guru. I says, well, you need Guru. Can you go from outside into and going inside the temple without going through the door. You have to open the door, right? You cannot go through. There's a glass. If you can walk through that glass without opening the door, then you don't need guru. You know, the spiritual master is like the door. The doorway opens up so that we can get inside. It's like a gate. It's like entering Vrindavan. There is a Bhaktivedanta Swami gate, right? So you cannot enter Vrindavan without passing by the gate. So similarly, to go to the spiritual world, you cannot go there directly. You cannot go without the spiritual master. And he cannot argue with that one. I just somehow, I thought about it at that spark of the moment. I just said, well, there's a door right there. Okay, go to that door without opening the door. You cannot. You want to go inside your house without opening the door? That's not possible. You have to open the door. Then you can get in. Yes, so the spiritual master is like that. So the door is always open. Door is always open. So Guru Bhakti first, then Krishna Bhakti. And Guru Bhakti is also the same as Vaishnava Bhakti, relationship with devotees. That is very important. Without proper relationship with each other is not so congenial. To go back to Godhead is not so easy. And when you say, well, I just mind my own business, I will not put my nose in everything. I'll just mind my business, my own business. But that's not how we can revive our relationship with the Supreme Lord is by how we have good relationship with the Vaishnavas. It's not possible. It's not possible to have good relationship with the Supreme Lord without developing good relationship with each other. Anything else? Yes. Okay. Yes. You have faith. You have faith right now. Faith. Shraddha. Yeah. I was just reading, without love there is no surrender. Without love there is no surrender. You don't surrender to somebody. You don't surrender to Krishna if you don't have love. So that love starts from Shraddha, faith. Right now we have Shraddha. But there are two kinds of Shraddha or faith. There is what we call Nistha. Initial faith is Shraddha. Then when you become very fixed, then it becomes Nistha. You cannot be moved. No one can shake you. Right now, we can be still shaken. The foundation is not so strong yet. And how you make your faith increase? Keep chanting, and chant in the association of Vaishnavas. Prabhupada was once asked, how do you remain enthusiastic in Krishna consciousness? And Prabhupada says, you chant in the association of Vaishnavas. Family that prays together, stays together. So, right now our faith is not that strong. We're still not so much convinced. But we are convinced at a certain point. If we are already convinced, then there is no more Maya for us. That is Nistha. But still that is not, because you still have to go up to Bhava. And then in Bhava you can still fall into Maya. It's like Bharat Maharaj. He became attached That's why grihastas means don't be attached to your attachment. Grihasta means you have attachment. That's one of the meanings of grihasta. You have attachments to material things, but don't be attached to them. You should be detached to them. Grihasta means learning how to become detached, preparing yourself that ultimately you'll become detached. So, yes, we don't have love, but we have a little bit. A little bit. Symptoms of love is that your faith is increasing. You started to like reading, started to like chanting, started to associate with the devotees, irregardless of many shortcomings and mistakes and that others commit. We should go beyond them, because we are all spirit souls. This is our conditioning. We cannot get cured immediately. If you go to the hospital, you don't go out immediately. You stay there for some time. Unless you're an outpatient. You go in the morning, and then by nighttime you come out. But still, you're not cured. You're just gonna get cured at home, right? So it takes time. It takes time. We need to associate more with the devotees and appreciate each and everybody. Then our love to Krishna starts to develop more. We cannot be criticizing everybody here. He says, don't criticize the baby who's in the bath, who's taking bath. You can say, oh, he's dirty. But he's taking bath. So you can say, hey, you're dirty, but yeah, you're taking bath. He's taking bath, so he must be, as soon as he comes out of the shower, he'll be clean. So right now, we're chanting, we're doing bhakti. No, we're not doing bhakti yet. We're just trying. Bhakti is very high. Bhakti means after liberation. That means after liberation means no more material contamination. Right now it's still contaminated. We're still in the cleansing process. So the more we practice this sincerely, follow the orders of Guru, and we should see everyone actually as like us. Everyone is struggling. The materialists are struggling. Devotees are also struggling. It's not a smooth ride yet. Everybody is struggling, but our struggle is different. Our struggle has permanent result. So we should appreciate everybody, everybody. We're all growing up in Krishna consciousness. Huh? Yeah. And you also. Yes. Anything else? Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned that people get back in the Ganges, and also sometimes, often they say when somebody gets initiated.
Yeah, they bathe in the Ganges.
Yeah, and then all the sin is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The devotee are still suffering, and we can see they are miserable.
No, they hang on to their material desires. It is normal to have material desires because we are in the material world. That's normal. To not have any material desires, you are an extraordinary personality. You are a rare soul. So that's why we suffer. We hang on to our anarthas. Anarthas, we should try to wash them, give it up, unwanted desires. How is this? It is unwanted desires, but you want it. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. It is unwanted, but you want it. Isn't it? Unwanted. That means you should not want it, but you want it. We should give it up. If we have that intelligence, this is unwanted. Why am I wanting it? I'm so attached to this. Let me give this up. The moment you decide that I should give it up, you're making advancement in Krishna consciousness. You will see there's a big difference there. You have so many of these things already, but you still want more of the same thing. That is attachment. You're attached to your attachment. You should be detached to your attachment. Then you'll make advancement. Then you will be happy. You will not suffer. Materialists are like that. They just keep greed. More and more and more and more and more and more and more. But they're unhappy. They suffer. Yes? When you're in the association of devotees, you're happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When you are with the devotees, you're happy. But when you're in the association of non-devotees, you get carried away by them. You become contaminated. Yeah, of course. It's like, fish out of the water. He cannot be happy there. No, when you are with the devotees, you take their association. It says you should search for those devotees who are more advanced than you. Then you'll make advancement. If you're in the same level as you, advancement is gonna take long time. And if you are even the devotees who are lower than you, then they may drag you down also. But if you are with others, non-devotees, you give your association to them. You give your association. You become like Jadabarat. You know Jadabarat? Whenever his family members tell them to do something, he does the opposite. Of course, we cannot do the opposite at work. You're gonna get fired. But just be neutral. Be neutral with them. You don't get carried away by them. You remain your Krishna consciousness during the whole day while working with non-devotees by having good sadhana in the morning. And chant your rounds before you go to work. You don't chant your rounds while driving. This is not chanting. This is extra. Chanting you can do anywhere and everywhere. But the best is you sit down in one place and finish your rounds. Or you walk back and forth and just finish in one shot. If you cannot do that, do it like segment by segment by segment, but you have to be alone. You cannot chant with, like in the bus station and be absorbed in the chanting. No, you'll get affected. No, it's the way everything, ultimately everything is how you chant your rounds. How you chant your rounds. Chant in front of your deities or Tulsi Devi. That is the best way. Then you're not gonna get affected. You'll have kavacha the whole day. Mahamantra kavacha. That you'll remember. You're so strong. You're so strong. So please do that, and you will not get affected. You will not get affected. You may, but not. You can easily recover. You can easily remember, I'm going in a different direction here now. You know, they make jokes, dirty jokes. No, that's common in the workplace, isn't it? You just put on your headphone or something and listen to Prabhupada's lectures. It's no more powerful than hearing Prabhupada's lectures and hearing Prabhupada's bhajans. This is how I do it also. I mean, or Guru Maharaj's lectures, I don't listen to anybody else. There's so many out there. So many to choose from. So much. But go to the highest. Just listen to your Guru Maharaj and to Srila Prabhupada. Then you'll be absorbed, always absorbed. Huh? Yes, it's like day and night. Even though they're the biggest kirtaniyas, the best kirtaniyas in this day and age,